Welcome to Fireside Giants. My name is Alex and my co-host Anthony Rivardo. Today we have a special episode on the line breaking down Logan Ryan's film. Hasn't gotten the respect in the film room from people that I would have liked to see. The guy's been balling out for the Giants this year, playing at the top of his game, making the transition to safety from cornerback. I'm really excited to see what he can do down the line if the Giants decide to extend him. But for the time being, we want to dive into his film from the Cincinnati Bengals game, Week 12. He showed a lot of different looks. He really said before the game he wanted to confuse Brandon Allen pre-snap and post-snap, and he did just that. He did a fantastic job getting around in the field, and Anthony drew up some really cool play designs for you to see what he does and really break this down so you can see, the type of action that we want to see from your safety, especially Logan Ryan, who's been a difference maker for the Giants on defense this year. But before we dive into the film, Anthony, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm still, excited about the Giants winning on Sunday. And now I'm a little bit more excited because Philadelphia lost on Monday. And that's always a good thing whenever you see the Eagles lose. So I'm very happy about that. It's been a good start to this week. Now I'm just holding out hope that Daniel Jones can somehow play against Seattle on Sunday because I think he really has a chance to exploit a really bad defense that week. So holding out hope, very excited. And also excited to break down some film because Logan Ryan is awesome. And I think that Patrick Graham is also awesome. We're going to see a couple of disguised coverages that led to some big plays, and I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, he played really, really well, and he's done those things specifically when it comes to disguising his coverages. Incredibly intelligent player with the way he plays, and Patrick Graham has given him the ability to kind of play to his strengths and maximize what he's good at, and it's been really fun to watch. And just to give you some insight into the Giants defense, they rank 10th right now in points allowed per game, 5th against the run and rushing yards allowed per game, and they've made a massive jump from 27th 3 weeks ago in yards per game allowed through the air, 27th, and now 3 weeks later, they're 19th. So they've made a significant step forward with the secondary. Isaac Yiadom's been playing a lot better, and they're gelling, they're meshing, their chemistry is getting stronger. It's really fun to watch this unit really come together even more so down the line, and hopefully they can compete really well against the Seattle Seahawks, who have a very talented passing attack with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and of course, future Hall of Famer Russell Wilson. So I want to dive into the film here, my friend, and it's going to be kind of fun. So I'm pretty excited about it. Absolutely. So here we go. The first play that we're going to show, Leonard Williams' sack on this play, but it really was set up by Logan Ryan, a little bit of Blake Martinez up front. But Logan Ryan does such a good job dropping back into coverage. And Anthony, I want you to break this down because you created this really cool image infograph to show what he's actually doing here.
Yeah, this is just cover 2 man. Blake Martinez is going to bluff a blitz here. He kind of creeps up to the line of scrimmage and looks like he's going to blitz, but he does not. He's actually in man coverage with the running back here, and it's really just man coverage across the board. This is like as basic of a coverage as you could possibly get, cover 2 man. And Logan Ryan's, of course, just playing more the strong safety role here. He's playing a deep half. I think that's Julian Love also playing the other deep half. And then everyone else is just playing man coverage. But the key here is the way that they get the sack. Kyler Fackrell and Leonard Williams actually run a really nice stunt here. So Williams is going to rush the outside while Fackrell runs the inside, which is quite the opposite of what you would expect from an edge rusher and interior defensive lineman. And if you look, it's perfect coverage across the board. Everyone does an excellent job here. Everyone is stuck to their man. Someone runs a corner route here. I don't know the name of the receiver, but they try to run a corner route from the point wide receiver position. Darnay Holmes is pretty much all over that, and there's also safety help. So that's on the left side. There's really nowhere to go with this football. I think he's looking to the right side. It looks like Allen has the ball cocked back, and he's looking to throw, but Logan Ryan undercuts this deep in route on the right side of the field, and he really has nowhere to go with the football as everybody else is blanketed. And Leonard Williams does an excellent job getting pressure and, of course, getting the sack. So it's a great pass rush there.
It was a great coverage. It really almost looked like a coverage sack, even though it didn't take too long for Leonard Williams to get there. Nice little celebration. But I love what Martinez does here, too, where he's creeping up. He looks like he's going to blitz, but it's really just man coverage on the running back. Bam. And you can see Ryan. And watch Ryan here. And this is Brandon Allen's watching that right side of the field immediately. That's what he's doing. And you can see Logan Ryan. He's reading this pre-snap, right? He's looking at Brandon Allen, or he's looking at, and he starts dropping into coverage immediately. Right as Brandon Allen puts his head down, he starts running back into coverage. So this is exactly, he's spying on Allen to really see when the best time for him to make his move. And right as he puts his head down, he drops back into coverage so that Brandon Allen looks up, and Logan Ryan is not in the same place that he was before, which is exactly what you want your free safety to be doing.
That's true. That's a good point.
Takes that throw away.
Yeah, and both of those pass rushers got home there, Leonard Williams and Kyler Fackrell, and they celebrate together at the end of the play because they know that they just did an excellent job executing that stunt. Williams gets really good push on that right or that left tackle. He really bull rushes him back far, which allows him to get the sack. But it was really the initial move that he puts on the right guard before he passes on to the left guard before he passes on to the left tackle. That really puts him out of position and puts left tackle out of position as he was preparing to get Kyler Fackrell. It was a perfectly executed stunt, and it's really the main thing that led to this sack. That and of course Logan Ryan really undercutting this route, because if you look at this shot right here, this is pause. Logan Ryan is kind of roaming around, and it looks almost like he's trying to drop underneath, and then that would leave Julian Love as a single high safety, and then that would be a cover 1 or a cover 3, which would of course mean that this route that he's trying to hit here would be open, but it's actually a cover 2, and Logan Ryan does an excellent job getting underneath this route, cutting it off, and giving Brandon Allen nowhere to go with the football.
That's right, and it looks like the cover 2 invert that you utilized against Washington, where Logan Ryan actually got that interception. And he kind of just plays this roaming free safety, and he drops back into coverage, and he really is trying to bait Brandon Allen. He knows Brandon Allen doesn't have much experience in the NFL. He's trying to bait him to make this throw. So by the time Allen looks up, Logan Ryan's deep. He's deep downfield, and he's basically like, please throw this ball, because he's watching, and look, now he's starting to break. The second Brandon Allen looks up for that deep ball, he's like, oh, please throw this. And then by the time, Allen actually goes to pump fake it, Leonard Williams is all over him for the sixth sack of the year. So really exciting stuff. I love this play. This was right off the bat. So really nice to see the Giants start out strong on defense.
Yep. And Leonard Williams, man, you could say a lot about the way that he's played this year. He's been phenomenal. His 6th sack of the season, as you mentioned, he has been really, really good. And he's a perfect scheme fit for this team. He really has the ability to pull up stunts like this and rush the passer from the interior and even get around the edge as he does on this play. So, Leonard Williams has been phenomenal. I think he's totally played his way to another contract with this team, which is something to be really excited about.
Yep, and I love here, just a little Leonard Williams thing, I love how they managed to move the interior defensive line on this stunt. They managed to move Leonard Williams and match him up against a much smaller tackle. You can visibly see that the tackle is smaller than that left guard. And
Jonah Williams is a little bit undersized. That was probably his biggest critique coming out of college. He played at Alabama. He was phenomenal, but he was a little bit undersized. Some people said that he should move inside. And it does show up on tape every now and then that he is an undersized left tackle. But there's plenty of undersized left tackles like Joe Staley as well. So you really can't hold it against him too much. He should still be able to, if he's a left tackle, he's a left tackle. He should be able to block there. But you're right. You can definitely see Leonard Williams is an opposing force here. Yeah, because look at him. He's staring down Fackrell. He's assuming that Fackrell's going to blitz off the edge. He never sees a stunt coming, and it's what costs him. You're going to see him get really bull rushed pretty significantly here by Leonard Williams, and then it's all she wrote.
Yep. And good night, Brandon Allen.
Yep. It's a nice rip at the end, too.
I love it. So here, another nice little Logan Ryan play. I'm going to watch it first. He's doing the same thing, by the way. You see him shading down the field. He does this a lot where he actually stays parallel with the sideline. His body is facing the sideline. And you don't see anyone else on the field doing this. I think it's really supposed to. He's trying to bait and confuse Brandon Allen to where he's going to go if he's going to drop back, because he can stop on a dime and go north and south that way. Look how far he travels. He's on the 40-yard line, and he's traveling, and look at this. He just jumps right into the middle there to fill a gap. He's really just trying to fill a hole. And by the time Brandon Allen throws this, it's way out. It's nowhere land.
Yeah, this was an interesting play. It's kind of hard to decipher the coverage because it's definitely a disguised coverage. But wow, what a pass rush there by Dexter Lawrence. You got to rewind that and just watch Dexter Lawrence on this play. Look at what he does to the center. He absolutely demolishes this guy.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Dexter Lawrence is a big boy.
that's what forced Brandon Allen to get the ball out a little bit too quickly, a little quicker than he wanted to. Dexter Lawrence was just dominating the center on this play, pushing the
Yep.
pocket, and collapsing right in front of Brandon Allen, giving him nowhere to step up and make a good throw.
Yep. They doubled Leonard Williams, and then Cam Brown comes flying across the middle. Dexter Lawrence against his center. This is exactly what that's exactly the matchup you want. 100%. All day long. You want Dexter
Yeah,
Lawrence pushing
this is
that
a
middle.
really bad offensive line. You got to keep that in mind as well. Jonah Williams actually
course.
does an excellent job there, the left tackle, as we were mentioning
He
on
pushes
the
him,
last
yeah.
play. But the center just got ravaged here. He got destroyed by Dexter Lawrence. That was pretty impressive bull rush right there.
And again, look at Logan Ryan at the top right of your screen, eyes on Brandon Allen. You see that? That tells me he's playing a zone. Because you see Jabril Peppers, he's looking at 83. But if you look at Brandon Allen and Logan Ryan, Patrick Graham institutes a very diverse and schematically interesting just overall coverage. Every player is doing something different and it has a specific job that they're just supposed to fill. Logan Ryan is playing like a free roam ball hawk essentially, and he's just trying to fill these gaps, right? His job essentially, he's filling these gaps and taking away any possible throw. I mean, look at Brandon Allen just heaves this ball. There's nobody over there. I mean, this
My
ball is
problem
10
is I
yards.
can't really tell where Allen is trying to go with this ball. I can't really – I
Could have
don't
been a
know what he's
miscommunication on the
doing.
route.
I think
Could have been a
that's
deeper
the
dig.
only explanation, but this is like a single high safety look. But
Right.
it's a really interesting coverage because they kind of have just everybody forming a wall near the sticks. So it's really just a sticks defense. They're all just trying to protect the line to gain. I'm assuming this was 3rd and long. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this was 3rd and long. Yeah, AJ Green is just like, dude, what the hell? Where was that ball going,
like,
man?
Airmail.
Yeah, I don't know where that ball was supposed to go.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
what
like,
the route was supposed to be. I'm as confused as AJ Green, man. But really, I think that's just because
I think
of
it was a bad
the
throw
push that
Lawrence.
because of the push that Dexter Lawrence got. So you can really see the way that this interior defensive line, these defensive linemen that we have, are really special. They can really do some great things on this defense, and they really are the key to this defense.
I think Dexter Lawrence just got his paw right in front of his vision, and he just made a bad throw because he couldn't see.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this when we did the Daniel Jones breakdown, like how the bottom half of a quarterback is really important for the mechanics and everything. And Brandon Allen, the pocket was collapsing right on his feet, and his bottom half was all out of whack there, which is really what led him to probably sail that throw. That, and I think there could have been a miscommunication on the route, but I don't think that ball was going to be accurate regardless because he really didn't have a good platform to throw on. He's not the type of quarterback that can make a throw without a platform.
All right, let's see what you're doing here, Logan. So I just wanted to show this here. This is just a run stop for Logan Ryan, but I wanted to show how good he is when it comes to recognizing what a play is and how patient and the vision he has. This could be a play action for all we know. Instead of just a halfback draw up the middle. But look at Logan Ryan staring down Brandon Allen to see what he does. This is what I love about Logan Ryan. He's one of the most intelligent players on this defense and really brings a unique, strengths to what they're trying to do here. And Logan Ryan, he's jumping, but he stays just enough behind that he can drop back into coverage if it's a play action, or he can go after Brandon Allen and blitz him there. But he just rallies to the ball and gets a tackle. I just wanted to show that play. It's nothing special, nothing crazy, but just how much vision he has and how he anticipates plays that are happening in real time.
Yeah, and it's interesting because if you look at it from the angle that we just did, he's really the read defender here because of the way that he pauses when Allen's handing off the ball. He kind of pauses because he's waiting to see if Allen is going to keep this thing and if it's his own read, because then if that's the case, he's going to crash straight down and take off the outside. But Allen makes the right decision here, I think, handing the ball off. I don't know if this actually was his own read. I think it's just an inside zone, but he makes the right decision handing it off.
It looks like
it was his own read because the
blocking
looks pretty decent here. There looks to be a pretty decent hole. But number 66, I think that's the right guard, where is 66? That's the center again. So apparently this center had a really poor game because it looks like Dalvin Tomlinson really gave him the work here and filled up what was a pretty large hole at the start of this play.
Right, and you can also
see the center Williams just getting drawn back.
I mean, he's getting pummeled all game long. But you can even see that in the zone read, you could tell because Leonard Williams is looking at it too. He has his eyes up. He's not worried about this tackle. He's basically like, I'm going to shed this block if Brandon Allen, for whatever reason, wants to get hit by a 300-pound human being. And he doesn't, so he just pushes him back instead.
Yeah, I'll say it looks like Jonah Williams actually did an excellent job sealing off Leonard Williams there. Jonah Williams seems to have done a pretty good job right here. Looks like he's doing a good job because it looks like that hole to the left would have been there, but Logan Ryan filled it. Logan Ryan filled that hole. So Giovanni Bernard tried to find another hole, and it looks like Dalvin Tomlinson was kind of starting to fill that hole, and then everything really collapsed after that. So,
right,
yeah,
again,
great job by Logan Ryan just filling gaps and reading the quarterback's eyes and making a play.
Exactly. And like you said, he is just phenomenal at filling these gaps, and you'll see that throughout this film. So again, he has his body parallel to the line of scrimmage, or to the sidelines. He does this all the time. And look, he's the only one doing it with his body parallel to the sidelines. He's dropping back into coverage. This is just a free safety. I mean, it looks like that
was a cover 3 zone. They started out in a cover 2 shell, and then they switched to a cover 3 zone. It was kind of interesting, actually, the way that they did that.
Yeah. I just wanted to show this because I wanted to show his pre-snap look. And he's looking at Brandon Allen. Continue?
Right. I think it's good to show this play because it shows – because Brandon Allen immediately gets his ball and then bails on the play and runs. And I think really what happens here is he does see that cover 2 look to start, and maybe he has a play that he likes. But then they switched into that cover 3 because of the disguised coverage. Patrick Graham was really clever here because he knows that Brandon Allen is a very inexperienced and bad quarterback. He's a backup. So this disguised coverage, when he doesn't see the look that he wants, he just bails and runs. And he actually has a possible chance to throw up top to Tyler Boyd there on the out route. And even I think on the bottom of the screen, I think both out routes look open here. He's just panicking because of the disguised coverage. There's 3 men deep, and he wasn't expected to see 3 men. He was expecting to see 2 men deep. So he just bails on the play, runs, and he does not pick up a first down. So I think that's really just more of a testament of the disguised coverages that Patrick Graham did all game long that really kept this offense in shambles.
Look at Kyler Fackrell. This is what I love about Patrick Graham's scheme is that he uses the outside linebacker position as a cover position too. And you can see that with Kyler Fackrell. He bluffs the blitz and then drops back into pretty decent coverage there.
Yeah,
I liked
it. It's a good thing to point out. That's just part of the disguise. Everybody can be playing coverage and everybody can be blitzing. You never know in this Patrick Graham defense. So that's kind of one of the things that makes it so special.
Yep, and they just go, and they know. This is why I think they have to re-sign guys like Dalvin Tomlinson and Leonard Williams, because when you have 3 interior defenders who can rush the passer and really collapse the pocket like this and drop 8 guys into coverage, it opens up the defense so much. Look at what they do to this line of scrimmage. I mean, they're all over the place.
This is a 3-man pass rush, and so it's pretty impressive because B.J. Hill beats Bobby Hart, and he would have had a sack if Brandon Allen doesn't bail on this play. So a 3-man pass rush getting through like that is obviously impressive. Everybody's double teamed except B.J. Hill, and he just beats his one-on-one. B.J. Hill is a player that I'm a huge fan of. I think he is excellent. I think that if the Leonard Williams trade never happened, we would have been A-okay with B.J. Hill. Yep. So, yeah, we'll dive into this next play. It's another one that I drew out. So, again, it's a disguised coverage, and that's really the key and the theme here with this game. It looks like a single high safety, right? So it looks like it's going to be cover 3 or cover 1. And that would mean that Logan Ryan is just going to play the middle of the field along with Blake Martinez. They're going to play the middle of the field, and there's going to be a standard 4-man pass rush with the edge rushers blitzing, like always, right? This looks like a pretty standard coverage. Looks like cover 3, but if you show the next little screenshot, you'll see that this actually is not a cover 3. This is a surprise cover 2. This is a Tampa 2, right? So Blake Martinez is going to sprint down the middle of the field and get to the deep middle, which is where the inside linebacker goes on the cover 2. And Logan Ryan is playing far out of position to play this deep half, but him and I think it's Julian Love up top again are going to switch into deep half zones, which is they're not at all in position to play those, but they're going to switch as soon as the ball is snapped in this disguised coverage, right? And what's going to happen here that's really special is the pass rush is actually phenomenal here. It's very surprising because you have Kyler Fackrell on one side who looks like he's going to blitz like he does pretty much every play, and you have Jabal Sheard who is blitzing pretty much every single play. Jabal Sheard like never drops back into coverage, but Patrick Graham is like, screw it, let's trick them. He drops Jabal Sheard and Kyler Fackrell into coverage, and then the actual edge rushers on this play is the blitzing slot cornerback Darnay Holmes and the blitzing strong safety in Jabril Peppers, which is very clever, extremely creative, and Brandon Allen never saw this coming, and the main player who never saw this coming was the running back on this play. He never saw this blitz coming. He had no idea what the hell was happening, and the pocket completely collapses. The running back doesn't pick up the blitz, and Darnay Holmes gets a free run at the quarterback, lays out a huge hit, and, he completely blows him up. And that's not Kyler Fackrell. Sorry, that's Carter Coughlin who drops back into coverage, not Kyler Fackrell. That's on me.
Yeah, look, Darnay Holmes lights this Christmas tree up for Brandon Allen.
So yeah, see how Julian Love rotated to one half of the field, indicating this is a cover 2. Logan Ryan is also playing a half, but he's recognizing that there is somebody screaming down the middle of the field, and Blake Martinez is kind of beat. He didn't get to the zone fast enough, so Logan Ryan's going to rotate over and try and get there and make a play, and he does.
Right, yeah, and I love this from it actually was a decent throw by Brandon Allen. Logan Ryan just turns on this so quickly, though, and he just knocks. And I love how the technique, go for the ball, right? He's going for the ball here. He wants to knock this loose. He gets it back shoulder, and his hand's already in there, already trying to strip that ball out. And we see this later on with the fumble that he gets. He goes for the ball a lot, just pure technique. He learned this in New England. This is what you want to see from your defense, and that's a good throw by Brandon Allen, just a better defensive play by Logan Ryan. Remember, this is a Logan Ryan film breakdown, so we're not going to forget about him on this play.
Right, and I'm going to be a slight contrarian. I think the placement of the ball is pretty good. I don't think it's a good throw, but I don't think it's Brandon Allen's fault. I think he was trying to laser this in here between a coverage, which really isn't the best idea, but I think you can make it work. But the ball floats in the air forever because he gets absolutely lit up by Darnay Holmes here. It's a great blitz. And you see the running back is blocking nobody. He's completely out of position. He was supposed to pick up Holmes. He never saw this blitz coming. It was completely disguised. It's, again, the coaches can actually make plays. And Patrick Graham made a play here. He put his team in position to make the plays. Great scheme, great disguised coverage once again, and a great blitz.
Absolutely. And look at this. I mean, you see Brandon Allen, his arm isn't even going forward yet, and Darnay Holmes is literally on his shoulder. Yeah, his whole body's contorted.
Yeah,
the fact he actually made that throw, there. Impressive. But
yeah, it's impressive that it gets there, but it obviously hangs in the air too long and floats,
right,
which allows the deep half safety to get over to the middle of the field. So
very true. And this is a really good angle of Darnay Holmes lighting up the Christmas tree.
Yeah, and see how Julian Love was lined up directly in front of Brandon Allen before the play began. Yep. Like he's literally lined up in a straight line with him, which signals this is cover 3 or cover 1, right? But no, he runs to the other side and it's actually a cover 2. So,
yep. And Patrick Graham, mind you, said the other day he's just installed the base elements of his defense. That is a complete lie, fabrication, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. This defense is extremely detailed.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Here. Yeah, keep a pause here because I also want to point out, I think that Brandon Allen actually recognizes post-snap that this is a cover 2 because the route that you want to throw to here, he throws to the correct route against the cover 2. You want to go deep down the middle of the field between the two safeties, right? But Blake Martinez, like I said, is out of position. He's supposed to be playing that deep middle because it's a Tampa 2, but he doesn't get there in time. So I think this is the right throw by Brandon Allen. If this ball comes out like right now, like if he throws it right away and leads it to this right spot, I think it works. But the blitz comes off the edge. He gets whacked. The ball floats in the air. Everything. That's the beauty of the blitz. That's what made this play such a special play design by Patrick Graham.
Yep. I mean, he's getting hit right here. This ball, I think, actually goes to the right spot in the middle of the field if he doesn't get hit. Because look how this whips to the right as he gets hit.
Yeah, like I said, I think he recognized where to put the ball. It's just he couldn't put it there because he got hit. The ball had to come out a lot faster. But also Logan Ryan did an excellent job there as well, rotating into the middle of the field.
Right, Mr. Logan. And here's Logan Ryan again, just using that vision. Wanted to throw a couple running plays in there to show what he does in the box.
Mm-hmm. And now that was phenomenal. I also want to point out, though, once again, Dalvin Tomlinson, 8 this center alive. This was pretty
Oh
impressive here
yeah.
by Tomlinson, forcing Giovanni Bernard to bounce this thing outside. But it looked like he could have had an angle, but Logan Ryan was hawking him down the whole way and made really nice tackle here.
Right, and you see Sample go in motion, so they know it's man coverage with Sample and Logan Ryan. But Ryan, like as always, filling gaps. His vision. He's always looking at the quarterback, and he's reading this. He's just waiting,
Look
and
at
just
what
reading the line
Tomlinson
of
did to that
scrimmage.
center, man. Oh my God. Dalvin
I'll go back
Tomlinson
and
is
see
so good against the run. Look at him just kill this guy.
it.
Dude, he's so quick,
He
man. He's
pushed
so
him
quick for
way
somebody
out of
that
the way.
size.
Hands, baby.
Just like
Strong
sidesteps him.
hands.
It's a really nice like swim
Yeah,
move. Oh my
he does.
God.
He is really fast for a
Yeah.
guy that size. He's
Yeah,
already in the
that's
backfield.
impressive. Yeah, he has that blown up. 67 trips him up a little bit, but this play is dead because of what Dalvin Tomlinson did there. And then,
Right,
you know,
and then
like
you
I
have Logan
said, he
Ryan just cleans
bounces
it
us
up.
out and he might have an angle, but Logan Ryan is he read that really
Playing on the
well.
back end.
He just sealed the edge. That was his job and he did it perfectly.
Yep. So here we go. We'll go back a little bit just to show.
Also want to point out, look at how much time how much playing time Carter Coughlin and
He got a lot of snaps.
Cam Brown are getting in this game. That's really exciting. Oh, Xavier McKinney
Mhm.
is on the field here as well. I want to point that out.
Yep.
This is one of
Right
his
out of
like
box.
5 defensive snaps. Yep.
Right
Playing close to the line of scrimmage as I expected. Looks to be in man coverage with Giovanni Bernard here. But yeah, I just love seeing all these rookies. If you guys haven't seen the film breakdown of Cam Brown and Carter Coughlin, it's way more relevant now than it ever has been because Kyler Fackrell is going to be done for at least 3 weeks, and those guys are going to see a huge increase in playing time. So go check that out.
I'm excited.
It's on the community page. I just posted something today, so go check that out.
Absolutely. And here, I just wanted to show this play for Logan Ryan specifically because of the tackle. The form is just impeccable. This is right at the waist. You can't get better than this. No helmet. You know, it's perfect. He just goes right for that. Just takes his legs out. I mean,
yeah, right on T. Higgins.
Yep. And who's a very talented wide receiver.
I'm curious as to what the coverage might have been. You don't have the other angle in here, which is fine, but I'm curious because it looks like Xavier McKinney was playing man coverage on Giovanni Bernard, quite obviously, and then Logan Ryan's playing his own. So this could have been a cover one robber. That's going to be my guess, but it looks like there's 2 safeties, so I'm not sure actually. Yeah, but
I see the 2 safeties.
Probably just really intricate, disguised zone coverage by Patrick Graham. That's what I'm going to assume. Oh, you know what? I think this is some sort of man, though, because it looks like Yadam was just really badly beat trailing behind at the end of this play. I'm not sure, though. I don't know.
Well, there's a guy over the top. Yadam on. Oh, yeah. Okay, Yadam on.
It looks like Yadam was guarding T. Higgins and got completely
off.
roasted, yeah. That's what I'm going to assume happened here.
The crossing route was that there might have been a guy going on the right side.
I mean, this is a simple drag route by T. Higgins. He gets like wide open on it for some reason, but you know, Logan Ryan does a great job just crashing down, making a nice clutch tackle.
Yeah, just form tackling that man.
Yes, sir. All right, I gotta do more long talking. All right, ready. Tampa 2 once again. This is this Giants defense actually does play a lot of Tampa 2. All right, let me see what I wrote here. Logan Ryan drops into the middle of the field. Peppers bluffs a blitz. He does. If you watch this before the play begins, you'll see Peppers kind of run up to the line of scrimmage and then stop and then backpedal into his zone. And it looks like that confused Allen. If you watch the play, it looks like he expected a blitz to come, and then he kind of throws an errant pass over the middle. Logan Ryan playing that deep middle in the Tampa 2. This is what Blake Martinez was playing earlier, but this time it's Logan Ryan playing it.
And this is just you really don't want to throw this ball with 3.
Yeah, this is an errant throw. There's 3 defenders, but like I said, Peppers is the one who's rotating over here, right? He thought that Peppers was blitzing, I think, and he thought that there was only going to be 2 guys, and he thought maybe he could squeeze it in between the 2 defenders, but Logan Ryan obviously reads this. And I don't know. It's really an errant throw by Brandon Allen. I'm not sure why the hell he threw it into the middle of the field here, because you could see that Logan Ryan drops into the middle on this Tampa 2.
He has a good pocket.
You could see that quite obviously.
Yeah, this is a bad decision.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I think, like I said, I think he assumed there was going to be a blitz coming, but it's just a 4-man pass rush. He has all day. He could read the field here, but he just doesn't.
Yeah, and Logan Ryan, if Jabril Peppers doesn't tip this, it's an easy interception for Logan Ryan.
That's true.
Just knocks it out of his hands. But he gets his turnover later, so we'll get to that soon. Here we go. Another nice little play by Logan Ryan. He
Oh,
catches this. Sample catches this, but Logan
nice
Ryan
hit.
lays the hit on him.
Yeah.
Um, and I just like how he, like I said, the vision filling gaps. He sees this and he breaks on it immediately. He's playing this free safety look. And now, yeah, he's just waiting. He's just waiting in that zone, and he's just ready. Whoever comes into his zone is getting cracked.
Yeah, another four-man pass rush. The Giants, I think we assumed they were going to blitz a lot more than they did in this game, right? Because they were going up against Brandon Allen. So they thought, let's try and get a lot of pressure. But I think really we might have been overthinking it, right? We might have been thinking backwards because we assumed they were going to blitz a lot. They did do a lot of disguised coverages, which we assumed, and they worked. They paid off really well, right? But they didn't blitz a lot because I think really Patrick Graham was so confident in our defensive front going up against this terrible offensive line that he said, we can rush for and get home. And they really did pretty much whenever they needed to. They got home, and they made a lot of plays as one-on-one pass rushers. And again, this looks like a three-man or a three-safety look or a cover three look, and I think it was this time. I don't think they fully disguised the coverage like that because you got single high safety. I think that's Logan Ryan, actually, and it looks like they remain in the cover three. So this one wasn't disguised. This looks like just basic cover three across the board. And I don't know. They make the pass, but it is a nice hit by Logan Ryan. I'll say that.
Yep. And I said this in my article before the game. The main thing the Giants should have been doing, and they did the whole game, is attack the interior of that offensive line, and the center just gets bullied all game long, and they really really take advantage of that interior line, and it worked pretty well. Bam, nice hit by Logan Ryan, and we know what happens real soon.
Look at Peppers. Peppers is very expressive.
I love Peppers. His
Yeah, me too.
energy is unparalleled.
He does have great energy.
Yeah, see, he goes. Logan Ryan looks like he's going for the ball here.
Yeah, Lalos was getting a good push on Bobby Hart here. He was starting to drive him back if this ball didn't come out right away. Wow, yeah, it looks like he's gonna pick that off. It's like a split-second difference, It's
He just
that's a really good throw by Brandon Allen. Let's give some credit to Brandon Allen here. That is a
he just
freaking
drifts
laser.
a little too far back. You see, he takes like a step back, like see those that couple steps back, and if he goes parallel with the sample there, he undercuts this route with ease. Just that one step difference. Either way, good play. And here is an even better play. Logan Ryan always going for that football. Bam, knocks it out, and he recovers the fumble.
Yeah, I think the recovery is actually like the more impressive part of this play. Like, he forces a fumble, which is awesome. That's very impressive. But he actually just like does not have an angle at that ball and somehow finds an angle and jumps on it. And I thought that was really impressive. Here's another blitz.
Well, yeah,
Jabril Peppers right up the middle. That was pretty cool. This was only a four-man pass rush though. Like they have Blake Martinez lined up as an edge rusher here, which is surprising. You don't usually see that. And it looks like he's going to blitz off the edge, but no, Jabril Peppers blitzes up the middle, and they drop Blake Martinez back into his zone. And they're attacking that center position. We've seen multiple times in this film breakdown that center position was a huge weakness for the Bengals. Patrick Graham must have known that because they are attacking that once again here.
Yep, absolutely. And when you see a guy like Peppers running full speed at you through that that A gap, you are getting ready to throw the ball. And Allen sees, oh man, he sees Peppers coming. Look at his head, his peripherals. He's like, I gotta get this out quick. And he's like, just bam, let's get this out. A little behind, and then Peppers makes a play. Just really great defense all around. Just making Allen make that. He throws this too early because you can tell he can't wait for Sample to get out in his route. Enough.
The throw is far behind, right? Like he's supposed to lead him kind of towards the sideline. It looks like this is an outbreaking route, and he's supposed to lead him towards the sideline, or at least further towards the sideline than he does. But the ball is behind him. He's got to come back to it. I thought it was going to be picked. I think that's Lalos there. I thought that was going to be picked, and then it wasn't. Yeah. And then Logan Ryan just comes up, punches it out. Pretty impressive stuff there. But again, look at Brandon Allen. He has nowhere to step into this throw. The pocket just continued to collapse on him in this game. And you have to just give all the credit in the world to the Giants defensive front. They really are the foundation of this team, of this defense. And, they are what makes this team or this defense so great. These interior defensive linemen really have. The front men on this defense are what make this team really the playoff contenders that we are.
I agree. And what I love about Ryan in this play and most plays, he's kind of like a ghost. Like nobody really knows where Ryan is at any given moment because you can tell Sample here has no clue that
Yeah.
Ryan is behind him. No
Well, I
clue.
like
Look,
that.
he breaks his tackle. He's like, I'm going for 20 yards. And
Yeah.
then Ryan over here, he's like, he starts to turn and Ryan's like, psych, hit that ball right out of your hands. And
I like that
recovered it.
Ryan makes sure to attack the opposite shoulder from what Lalos is attacking. He makes sure to get behind him on the other side, and so he can sneak up and punch that ball out. He saw that this was an opportunity where Sample is
Yep.
just not aware that he's behind him, so he just makes sure to get on the other side of Lalos and punch that ball loose. That's a veteran
Absolutely.
play. That is a veteran smart play.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, and it's really impressive to see what Ryan's done. And the little details here, the experience is really shining through. The Giants would be foolish to let him walk in free agency after watching even this game of film. He's had a lot of really good games, and he's only getting better, which is the scary part. So he might command some decent money as a safety in free agency, but the Giants, they got to find a way to lock him down, because this is more of like an audition for him at safety. He's been more of a cornerback in his career. This is his first chance to play primarily safety, and he's been killing it. So it's going to be tough for them to keep him because of the money, but they have to find a way.
I agree. I think that he should definitely be part of their long-term plans for the future because he has been phenomenal this year. As a leader, as a player, really everything in between, he has been phenomenal. Very excited to see him, continue at least for the rest of the season and hopefully into the long-term future.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is the end of the Logan Ryan film session for week 12. We're going to be doing the offensive line on Thursday with our offensive line specialist, Matt Genatino, breaking down what he saw from a professional standpoint and really getting a look at how well this unit is playing. Andrew Thomas at left tackle, Shane Lemieux, what is going on that they're doing so well. And I'm excited to see what he has to say about this because they have been playing out of their minds the past couple of weeks. And there's 3 rookies on the line and an inexperienced center in Nick Gates. So I'm really excited about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Logan Ryan film review. And Anthony, I'll let you give the final remarks.
Oh, I get the final remarks. All right. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching Logan Ryan there. I think he had a phenomenal performance along with the rest of the defense, and stay tuned, guys. Make sure you go check out that Cam Brown, Carter Coughlin film breakdown. It's in the community page right now. I just made a post. So go check that out because it's more relevant than ever. Those guys are going to see a huge influx of playing time over the coming weeks with Kyler Fackrell out for the next 3 weeks at least. So go check that out. Be sure to stay tuned. More film breakdowns, offensive line soon. I'm going to try and do a Daniel Jones one as well to show really what we're going to be missing if he is out for any period of time because he was playing great before he went down with an injury against Cincinnati. So stay tuned. Thank you for all of your support. Thanks for all the fun in the live stream the other day. And go Giants. We'll catch you in the next one.
TVSO.